traders, EURCAD is way out there. I want to show you a couple of tools that I like to use. First of all, price action. Look at it. Okay, that's way out there. Okay, so here's the thing. Wherever you see price, okay, moving like so, always expect a pullback into equilibrium or thereabouts, okay? Pull back into equilibrium. What I don't see yet is that. That's missing. So that's one thing. The next thing is we've got liquidity above here that's been eaten up right now. Okay, this is an accumulation range down here. It's chewing into liquidity. Now we're heading into the end of the week. That's another thing. Let me just go down to a 4-hour chart. Let me explain something, and I want to show you a couple of tools that I really like. In terms of chart patterns and what have you, I like the 3 drive pattern. That's my favorite. Grab that, pick the high, there's a touch, there's another touch. Some would argue there might be a 5-wave an Elliott wave thing going on, and we could see an ABC correction. I like 3 drive, the 3 drive idea. So you get drive number 1 pushes aggressively, drive number 2, and then drive number 3, and then some kind of correction. And I have systems that basically tell me when these opportunities here arise. You've got to have systems in place, and a strategy and a trading plan, guys. And that's what you really need to aim for, is to get that established, and then you're home and hosed, honestly. So 3 drive pattern, that's one thing. The other thing is that it's overextended, right? And I mentioned before, I'm always looking for the move back into equilibrium, right? So what I don't see here, if we grab a Fibonacci low to high, is the pullback. Little red candle forming, okay, maybe. I don't want to be buying at a premium like this, especially after a move like that. Now, here's the thing. One of the tools I do like is the anchored VWAP. You could throw it here or back further. Actually, you could take it from the beginning of the day if you like. What is it? It's Monday. What's today? It's Thursday. Yeah, on a lower time frame. Forget it. We could take it back to here. Okay, just looking at this run and see how far out from the VWAP it is, right? So we're looking at this overextended. And consider that 50% or equilibrium idea, pull back into equilibrium. So if we match that up with how that's running and that pulls back, right, that makes a lot of sense to me. So that's that. The other tool that I don't mind using is, these are fantastic tools. This is a volume profile. We could grab this one. This is the anchored volume profile. Just throw it in back here. These are available, on, I've just got these set up on my favorites here, but you can find them. There it is there. Anchored volume profile. You could star it and set it up in a favorites. But see, have a look at this. See, let's go down to an hourly chart. Like, we've just got the most amazing tools at our fingertips here. So we've got one thing, Fibonacci 50 to 61.8. That's my area. Let me just delete that and just do the anchored volume profile once again. Anchored volume profile on this time frame. No, okay, fair enough. And we've got these nodes here giving us this balance area through here, right? Balance. This is an accumulation range. Then it rallies. That's big support, and it marries up with all this stuff comes together. Look, you've got this node, you've got VWAP, you've got a Fibonacci retrace, all coming together into a point of interest here or here that I'd be looking at to get involved with this. So, that's one way you can map things out and plan your trade. So with that, my point of interest then is just in around here, POI. I'll just do that, okay, POI, for a potential entry done. I want to see it pull back. That's a retrace. That's even from this level here. But be careful, guys. Here's the thing. Right? Even from here, that, well, 61.8. I would want to go further down, but I don't want to buy up here. Right? I'm not interested. If it trades off without me, I'll let it go. But it's trading into. Look at this. This is big resistance. Okay, liquidity, and we've got balance down in here. So what else can I say? That's my point of interest. You could just mark that up, and I would be tracking this possibly into next week, or maybe tomorrow, end of the week. I'm expecting it to pull back. And no, I'll be looking to go long. Again, keep an eye on oil. If oil retraces, this pulls back, and you want to wait for, look, let me just show you. Every pullback, okay, that's only a shallow pullback, right? Doesn't matter. But the idea is you've got this retrace and then break of structure. Every retrace, everywhere you go, there it is. And then it breaks structure. That's where you go long. So I'm looking for the same thing. I want to see this track down. And again, as I mentioned, I've got systems in place that tell me everything, that let me know that this is all going on and I won't miss a beat, right? I'm looking for the rotation, exactly the same as this section here and this part of the thing here. What else can I say? Guys, I would love it if you comment below. That'd be awesome. There's that. So, wherever that breaks structure, that's where you get long. So that's the plan. Now, this could occur down through here, possibly, or you got to be careful because every now and again, you're going to get, this will be trending up nicely. Everyone gets comfortable and they go for, a 50% pullback, but then you get that and then we're off. So, wherever this pulls back and we get this price action, that's your cue. But you've got to have systems to scream at you when this is happening. And I spend my whole life, I've spent my entire, hours and hours developing systems that will tell me when that happens. That's the main thing. So if you can do that, find a system that gives you that, you're going to be home and hose, guys. Seriously. Anyway, look, that's my take. I want this pullback. I'd love it if you comment below. I hope you have a fantastic day. Well, yeah, watch for the pullback at the end of the week. And safe trading. See you in the next one.